They disregarded the ending. So they act like the ending just never happened. Interesting. Three weeks ago, Space Colony Eurasia was taken over by Sigma. Sigma hired a mysterious Reploid, Dynamo. Dynamo led Eurasia into orbit toward Earth. So is this recapping what happened in 5? And then they just changed the ending? Is that what they're doing? It's weird that they kept the Japanese lyrics in the US version because they took them out of, was it X4? X4, they just did it instrumental with like no lyrics. Or is that English? I can't even tell. I can't even tell what he's saying. I think that is English. I don't know. His voice was terrible. I'm gonna go to easy. We're gonna change dash to. Hey, hi Silver Bullet. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, music is good. Hey, wait. So this has voiceover, but was there a Japanese? Wait, I'm on the English version of this game, right? X6 is weird middle ground. Okay. There's a Megatron looking mofo in the corner. Yeah. What happened? I heard they avoided a collision. It might as well have failed. For this, we should be thankful. Not all, something else. There's no filter. Okay, we're good. I feel uneasy. What is this? Yeah, what I was wondering is, there was no English dub for this, so they released the Japanese dub in the US. They just put English subtitle, right? But what from this? Was there any violent battle here? I wonder how many people, Reploids, were sacrificed. Wait, this is a week later. It's finally done. I'm going mad, and it is so liberating. Oh, the plan was only just begun. Well, who is Gate, anyway? I'm going to bring all low-grade Reploids into submission. Those too simple to understand my work. I'll build an ideal world only for Reploids. Snub for sub, I guess. A wonderful world where I control everything. Yeah, Recliner Wolf, what do you think about the X here? I think you mentioned you don't like the X game, right? Wake up, X. Now you're the only one. There is no one else left to fight. Get up now. Wait, in that typo, there is no one else is left to fight? All your base are belong to us. I recommend playing X3. I didn't like X1 and 2, but I liked X3 and I liked X4. So I recommend playing those if you're ever interested in jumping in. Because I understand not getting past X2. Yeah, the translation seems to be a little off there. X, a giant maverick is acting up. Wake up. Oh no, she's still here. I'll send the detailed info later. You rush to the scene. Oh, look at him. He looks fancy. Most of the Mechlanoids became mavericks. Been a long time. Sailor X, I'll be fine since I have the armor and saber. Since I fixed the Falcon armor very quickly, dash function is incomplete. Alright, anyway, I will stop the Mechlano. Oh, your base are belong to us. Yes. Whenever I see a typo, a grammatical error, I immediately just say, oh, your base are belong to the entrance of the ruins ahead. Okay. See what I got going on here. Guide blaster. Hey, I like that. I got a blaster and a sword. That's the first time we've had that in the Mega Man X games, right? Because previously you get the sword with playing as Zero, or you get the Buster playing as Mega Man. Now I'm a combination. Yeah, I like it. Oh, what do I do here? Okay, that little question mark. How do I access that little question mark? Oh, I just destroy it. Okay. Okay, I was wondering, like... I assume I can access a little dialogue box or something. Yeah, Clef, do you like the X-Men arcade game? Welcome to Die Hype. Yeah, Clef stealing your gimmicks, Rick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What else was? Oh. Oh. Funny scene, you play it once. Oh, okay. I recommend playing it, but if you didn't grow up playing it, you may not see what the big deal is, but it was a big part of my childhood. Press select, beware. Oh, okay. Select. I guess select would be the minus button. Made it so you can skip. Well, I guess they learned from all the complaints of the previous game, right? There you are. Are you alright? On here is a giant mechanoid. They suddenly activated due to a radio wave problem. You're afraid and you got hurt. I'll take care of this. Return to the hunter base now. Alright. It acts like it's possessed. Careful. Yeah, I like that they listened. That's important. Uh-oh. Yeah, it does kind of look like Guts Man. Hey, what? that Zero? It was like a ghost of Zero. Zero? Yeah, that was my reaction. What is this? I knew Zero was doing this. Who are you? Hi, Max. I am investigating the Zero Nightmare. What? Did you say the Zero Nightmare? What are you trying to do? What is your connection to the Zero Nightmare? Megatron wannabe. What about Zero? What are you behind? Are you behind this? What are you are dangerous? I'll dispose of you. Oh, he's talking to me. None of my weapons are working. What? Maverick Hunter, not amazed. You will destroy the Zero Nightmare. You are not wanted here. Keep out. Okay, I guess I wasn't meant to put damage on him. I could not inflict any damage on him. Hi, Max. The Zero Nightmare? Did I dream about Zero? What is happening? Yeah, I'm just as clueless as UX. I have no idea what the hell's happening. He actually calls his attacks. I'm not a Dragon Ball Zer. I'm not a weeb. Look at this guy's head. He has a cylinder for a head. Attention, all Reploids on Earth. As you all know, these are chaotic, disturbing times. The nightmare is upon us. It shows Reploids a kind of dream for human beings. No, it's a nightmare. The nightmare makes Reploids confused. I guess I'm a Reploid because I'm confused. In the worst case, they may malfunction or delete themselves. He does look like a Robot Cosmos from I Love Calamari or whatever that game. Due to the space colony incident, there are few Reploids or humans are left on the Earth. We won't accept sacrifice anymore. This would bring us to the Earth crisis. Katamari. Yeah, it's like calamari. I was thinking of fried squid. Taking this matter seriously, we have sent investigators to the 8 suspected areas to uncover the mystery of this nightmare phenomena. It's said that the nightmare phenomena are caused by a ghost of Zero, known as an ace Maverick Hunter. What? What are you talking about? Wait, X, let him finish the story. No, please don't. Can we just, like, get on with it? Now, I'd like to call on volunteers. Unite with us and help our cause. Yeah, Nani? Work for these 8 investigators. Our goal is to wipe out the nightmare and to delete the Zero's ghost. Come together for our future. This Hymax will lead the mission. Oh, I don't like that Hymax guy. We guarantee your safety, wink wink, if you join us. Both Maverick Hunters and Reploids now suffer. This guy loves to talk, doesn't he? Let's preserve our future together! We're waiting for you, everyone. How dare you? He talks about Zero that way. Zero gave his life to save us. Can't be helped now. Actually, we saw the nightmare too, shaped as Zero. So we also need to investigate what the nightmare is. For now, keep Isaac and hide Max alone. Yeah, where are the humans? I wonder what are those suspected areas he mentioned. Can you find out? No, due to a strong jamming, I can't look into it from here. So I gotta go in there blind. Maybe I'll be able to free the nightmare directly. Besides, I'm suspicious of the investigator. The nightmare, the mission is risky. We must minimize the damage by uncovering and defeating it. Isaac said, we cannot allow any more Reploids. He lost. X, return to the Hunter base now. Roger, I'll be back right away. We are now beginning our mission to check the 8 areas that Isaac has sent investigators to investigate our nightmare phenomenon. But considering the situation of the Maverick Hunters, you are the only hunter who could accomplish difficult mission. As we lost Zero, you are the only hope. And you do it, X. I'll do it. I just obtained the report on the nightmare and the investigators sent to the areas. However, the details of the situation of the areas are still unknown due to the radar transmission. Also, in case any changes occur in the nightmare areas, I'll show you by a red signal. It is difficult to predict what the changes are though. That's okay. I know when I'll get there. I will discover what the nightmares are and that Isaac's intentions are. Don't push yourself. My god, so much dialogue. Remember, you are our only hope. Roger. X? What is it? Nothing, just be careful. Oh good, she stopped herself from talking. I wish she did that more often. Some Reploids may accept that says as true and come to the nightmare areas. Find them, secure them, and then send them back to the Hunter base. Reploids you have to rescue by blah blah blah. Press X. A if you have items, process them, blah blah blah. You can equip the parts with the L button. Okay, I'm gonna let the chat decide. Where should I go? I remember these guys. These are like, aren't these like some of the same guys from the last game? Anyway, so we have the Amazon, Temple, Institute, Morph Pole, Museum, Lab, Weapon Center, or Magma area. I think you like the shark. What is Falcon? Falcon is like all suited up and X is just without all that stuff, right? So we'll go Falcon. Yeah, Metal Shark player hype. I'm sure that was gonna tell me how to like do stuff. I like that it was optional. I don't really need to hear it tell me. Uh-oh, maybe I should listen to her. I assume that's how I do it. Right. Okay. If you don't save Reploids, they're gone forever on this run. Really? No, pressing... Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question, that exclamation mark. Pressing every button. The minus button opens this. The plus button opens this. This is the X button, the Y button, E, then A doesn't do anything. So I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. No, the only thing I changed was the dash button. It switched to dash, so I didn't change the minus button, no. I changed the dash from A to the left button, and I made the left button an A, so I just switched those two buttons. Maybe I have to leave this thing. Boy, that was close. I should have ducked. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that, so go on. Oh, that was close. Oh, I hate that. Why is he die just bumping his head into that thing? That was so weird. Did you see that? Just bumping his head. It didn't. It's not like it squished me. It just. I literally bumped my head into the ceiling. Ugh. Oh, your fault, Rick, for picking the shark. No shark for you. Also, you would think on rookie mode that it wouldn't be an instant death there. Might have to rage quit this stage. That was tedious. Oh no. No. Oh. Do I have to do the whole stage over again? Oh good, they start me from here. These are the checkpoints. I really don't like this stage so far. Uh-oh. I wish you could use the saber while crouched. I keep like pressing the saber button and it doesn't work. Just crouch. This one's gonna be tricky. Whoa. Whoa. I don't feel like I have enough time to jump on there. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, I did it. Oh. Oh, that was close. Those enemies like spawn. Oh. Oh, that was close. Wait, how am I supposed to get over there?
Ready?
Wait a minute, so wait a minute.
Ready?
Rick? Are you there, Rick? What do I do? Look, there's an endless pit there. I have this little dash thing, but when you can get what? What does that mean? I can't yet. So they let me pick this stage, but I can't go through the stage? Is that what you're telling me? But if that's true, we're rage quitting this game. Well, that's bad game design. If you let me choose a stage, but yet I can't complete it. And you know how difficult it was to get through all that bullshit they made me go through? There's an alternative exit? Okay, well, How I get to the alternative exit? I can't leave. Where's the alternative exit? Okay. But there's no way of me getting out. But you guys saw me get here. It didn't look like I found a hidden place. I was just following where the level was taking me. It's not like I went out of my way to find an alternative exit. I didn't see another direction to go in, really. But this sucks. I'm stuck here, so you're forced to just die. Yeah, how do I get out of here? I didn't see a ladder. Okay, but how do I get out of here then? I'm just gonna keep dying then. Well, that's a beginner's trap. How was I supposed to know? Jeez, this is really bad level design. Isn't this fun for you to watch, folks? This is what the game developers wanted, so here we go. What I'll do is I'll play the other levels because I want to see what the other levels look like. But once we beat all the levels and then we have to play this one, I'll probably rage quit. That's probably what we'll do. I'll play through the other levels, and when this is the last level left to do, I'll probably just rage quit. Because that's really fucked up what they did there. I've never seen such terrible level design in my life. It is the worst level design. Yeah, let me save my progress. Such great progress. But it's all Rick's fault because Rick is the one who chose the shark. So because of that, Rick is not allowed to pick anymore. I'm gonna pick the North Pole. Save your progress. It's like, what progress? I did rescue some people, so the people that I rescued, I think, saved. I don't know what the point of rescuing people is, but... No, but Smelly, you do agree that that was messed up, right? Like, how was I supposed to know I wasn't supposed to drop down there because I didn't have the item for it? They should have a ladder to just climb back up, right? So let's say I go, oops, I can't cross that area because I need a special armor. Well, that's fine. There should be a ladder that lets me climb back up and then go fight the boss. Why was there not a way for me to leave that area? That is terrible game design. If you want to have areas locked to a special weapon or special armor, that's fine, but don't trap me in there, and the only way is to die and lose all my 9 lives. That is terrible. I'm completely fine with locking away areas with a special armor, a special weapon. Just don't trap me in there. That's weird. I've never seen that in any of these games, to be honest. I've never seen that in any Mega Man game. So I don't understand that. It was unexpected. Yeah, I Look, I saved a robotic wolf. The red indicator, a nightmare effect on stage. Yeah, well, so what is the nightmare effect? And what does that do? Oh. Oh no, we got polygon snowballs. Oh. I have to say this has the worst level design so far of all the X games. Even this is not. This is just weird. I don't really get the... Oh. Oh, whoa. But that robotic wolf guy was an enemy, but the one that I saved looked just like him. Yeah, it seems like they took kind of the level design of the previous game, but they just made it worse. What is happening here? That was weird. I can't climb the ice, and I can't shoot the ice. So we just gotta like wait for them to... Whoop. What's happening here? Oh, this is terrible. So I'm trapped again. This game likes just trapping me. Out of here. All right. Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh fuck. They force you to do the stupid puzzle thing. I can't climb that wall. And I'm trapped again. Wow. Can I just return to base? How do I pick return to base? It's not working. Return to base. That's weird. I'm pressing the button to go to base and it just doesn't... I think this game is glitchy in this collection. Because number one, I can't pick the little hints that pop up, the little exclamation mark, and I can't go back to base. So I think there's something wrong with this port. Very weird. So we just gotta keep playing till I die. Okay, I think we did it. Oh, finally. That was not fun at all. Oh no. I don't know how I died there, but okay. That ice cube just magically appeared out of nowhere. There was literally no ice cube there. Oh, it creates the... oh, I didn't know it was going to do that. Oh. Well, I'm not going to rescue you, Wolfie. Too bad. I have to survive the ice cubes. I can't rescue you. No, I don't got time to rescue doggies, sorry. I gotta save myself. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, first of all, I don't know why I can't just leave the stage. I don't know why that doesn't work. Also, I don't know why I'm insta-dying if I'm on rookie mode. I'm on rookie mode, why am I insta-dying? Oops. Cool. Yeah, it's really bad. I am curious to see how bad the other stages are, but I'm definitely not gonna beat this one. Well, I'll check out the other stages, but I'm not gonna attempt to beat it. Bad. So far, out of all the X games I've played, 1 through 6 so far, this is the worst one. This makes Mega Man 5 look like the best game ever made. I had my issues with Mega Man 5, but that game is way better than this one. No, I'm not gonna save. There was nothing to save. Let's try this temple. I don't care anymore. Rainy Turtleoid. Maybe we'll actually see a boss, because geez, we didn't see the shark boss or the snowy boss. Oh, this is a cool design. I like the background. Very Shogun looking. Very Street Fighter 2 Ryu stage. Was this a teleporter? What? Oh, that changes the weather? What does that do? It's raining, but it's not just normal rain, it's acid rain. It is cloudy in that area, but I can't detect any rain there. It has to be the work of the nightmare. What's your condition? A bit damaged, but still functional. However, it's strange that I've been recovering while I'm on this machine. Can't guarantee your safety, but it's better to use them if they are helpful. But I'm worried about the rain. Is there any way to stop the nightmare? Okay. Well, I don't know how to get past this. And I can't access her dialogue because I pressed any button and it doesn't work. So... do we go back? I literally don't know how to progress. Oh. Okay. That worked. So I think that recharges my special, right? Okay. Also, the acid rain would damage me, but in rookie mode, it really slows it down. Luckily, yeah, they have these health things all over the place, though. What? Wait, what? What did I get a medal for? I got a medal for something. Wait, what? You rescued somebody in the acid. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to do it twice to break this one. Well, how do I do that? Do I have to go all the way back and recharge the thing? I'm really confused. This level design is like the worst level design. You missed a node? What does that mean? What node? Oh, you mean those little things? I didn't know I had to kill them. Okay, so I should be good now? Oh. Oh, oops. I didn't. Okay. Oh, I was like, why did she hurt me? Oh, like a way to get you those spikes, I guess. What do you mean? Do I want 0? Unlock 0. So like there's a code to unlock them. I'm okay for right now. Rainy Turtloid must be one of the investigators of the nightmares. I've heard a lot about you. Have my respect. Respect? Then will you stop the nightmare phenomena for me? Nightmare? Is it the only thing that can save the future of the Reploids? What are you talking about? They have hurt us all. It is my duty to believe my master. My master was punished because of me, and yet he let me live. That is why I will do whatever I have to do, even if it means my life. Dear Lloyd, I know you can understand. You know what you plight now. What? I understand what you mean, but my duty. There's an alternative exit in that last area where you can get him. It's okay. It's okay. It's also my duty to eliminate anything that disturbs my master. My life is. No, I don't want to fight you. Hi, Kobayashi. Well, yeah, I chose that ice stage, but that was pure torture, and so now I had to stop playing that, and we are in this other stage. Why are you shouting out Kev? Kev is not here. I got Meteor Rain. Fires Meteor Rain upward. Nice. Rainy Turtloid. He has a tortoiseshell shield to encounter the strong acid rain. Thanks to him, we can explore areas that have a pollution level A. But his high defense ability was regarded as too dangerous. Request to leap Turtloid ran high. Gate opened this and was punished. Turtloid was so loyal to the gate. In the end, he died to save Gate. Okay, at least we did progress to actually save. Okay. Yes. Okay, what would be weak against acid rain? We have to think. Oh, a cutscene. I have a report. An investigator was already destroyed by that maverick hunter. I know. It's shameful they can't beat that mysterious old robot. Islock, keep an eye on that hunter for a... Ink could be weak against acid rain. What is this progress you speak of? Yes, sir. Oh, how is the experiment going? Everything is going great. The effect is brilliant. You achieved 99.98% success rate by now. This is an amazing invention. If you use high max, just minutes, you can control all Reploids on Earth. Even the Maverick Hunter was no match. No, continue the experiment for now. I want to keep gathering data. Yes, sir. By the way, have you found what you're looking for? Guess it doesn't exist in this world. Oh no, it does. I've seen him. Ooh, Dr. Wawi? Besides, he isn't some low Reploid that would die in such a trivial battle. I'll admit, he's as persistent as X. Alive or not, there are many options. I'll find out for sure. It doesn't matter to me. You are on your own. I don't need the body of Zero. Anyway, just do the work. Keep an eye on X. Yes, sir. Alright. We'll be weak against acid rain. Maybe fire? Let's fight Moltres, or... Is that Moltres, or is that Oho? It's Blaze Heatrix. Okay. Check if you have any parts by selecting. Okay. What do I need the parts for? Oh. Upgrades for movement? Okay. Yeah, Rick, like, the story, the cutscenes just don't make any sense to me. It's just kind of like, don't get it. Like, how am I gonna hit the ones up there? Maybe with the acid rain? That's a weird attack. But I will allow it. There we go. Yeah, that's what is weird about the Mega Man X series and why I never really got into it. The way they kind of disregard the original Mega Man like he never existed. It's like Sonic, you know, like you have a classic Sonic and modern Sonic, but it's like, wait, well, what happened there? Someone's going hard with the music. Oh no, not this guy again. Yeah, I can see that. Plus, I do think they're just kind of making this up as they go along. Like the X series. I think the developers had one point of view on how the X series would go, and the executives had another decision process. Well, what happened to Mega Volt or whatever his name was in Mega Man Legends? He's still on the moon somewhere, right? Yeah, when are we getting a Mega Man Legends collection? Come on, Capcom. Do it. Oh, wait. So, should I take this route or... Ooh, ow. Oh, okay, there's somebody hidden up there. I miss Rush. I do wish... To be honest, when I was playing these Mega Man X games, makes me feel a little lonely. I miss all the companions that were in the other Mega Man games. I miss Eddie, I miss Rush, I miss Beat. Like, they're not here. Where's Roll? Where's... What about that big green robot guy? What was his name? I don't know. I miss... Dr. Light occasionally jumps in, but not really. I miss... Otto. Yeah, I miss Otto. He's stupid. I don't know how to get up there. So we're just not gonna go up. Oh. I hope not. That was not fun. That was the worst level design I've seen in a long time. Also, having to fight this thing 3 times in this stage is kind of easy. This game just feels rushed. Like they didn't really have a concept. Like you guys said, it was supposed to end at 5. I feel like they just kind of made up, like, in terms of, like, the level design, like, they just kind of half-assed it. Like, they didn't really know what to do, or they rushed it. Like, this level design is the weakest of the series that I've seen. But Mega Man doesn't wear a helmet in Legends. The 4th time I fight this thing. He can stop question how Ro went from his sister to John. And who's that guy that kept calling Grandpa? Was that really their grandpa? I don't. But I still love that little save monkey. He was the best thing in the game. Do they sell like a little mechanical thing? You know, like when he was going like this, like whatever. I don't know. I love the little mechanical monkeys. Cave monkey. I need to get a plushie. And the surf bots. I love the surf bots. So cute. Fear the purple stuff. Okay, we had a rough start when we started this game, with me getting stuck in that pit and then the ice level, but we're on a good roll now. The last level and this level, it seems like we're able to get through it. But I was scared there for a second. But this is the 5th time I fought this thing. It's just, again, lazy game design. Why am I fighting this thing 5 times in one stage? Yeah, I know Capcom, like a long time ago, they did a survey asking, would you buy a re-release of the Mega Man Legends game, whatever, and I don't know what happened to that. I'm assuming everybody said yes. So maybe at some point, because you know they've released the original games and the X games. What else could they milk? You know, so I could see them releasing a collection with Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and Bontron, and maybe as an exclusive, they could throw in Mega Man Legends 3. I mean, the game is complete. They just wasting, it's just collecting dust on a shelf somewhere. You might as well make some money and then put it on a collection, making it exclusive. And that's 4 games right there. That I would buy it. You know? And then if they don't release a Legends collection, they could still release the portable games. They could put all the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. So I'm hoping that they're not done with Mega Man collection, because there's other games. Yeah, they re-release a Zero collection. So they are releasing collections. It's just but again, it's games they've released before. They've made collections of all the original ones and the X games and the Zero games. They're just releasing new versions of that. What about the games they haven't released in a collection? Those are the ones that I care about. It reminds me of Sega, just constantly releasing Genesis collections. Like, yes, I know, you release a Genesis collection on every, gen. Welcome to Die. I've been waiting for you. You are strong compared to the others. I was bored because there is no strong Reploids left on the ground. Although I was ordered not to kill, it's too hard, isn't it? Must be Blaze Heatnik. Brainwashing Reploid is... Don't you think so? Let's fight to see who's the strongest. Oh no. Yeah, he's weak against this stuff. Oh, there we go. Remember them a couple years back they were working on another Mega Man title. It was around the time Mega Man 11 released. Did they? Yay, GG's for us. Oh, okay. So we have something to save now. I want to get into Mega Man, I really do, but it seems like a franchise that never ties up loosely. Technically, you could say that about every franchise or everything that's been around for a long time. When a franchise has been around for a long time, years, decades, whatever, it's difficult. Look how convoluted the Zelda timeline is. Nintendo literally made a timeline and then said, nope. And I'm like, what do you mean, nope? You made the timeline. It was like, no, we just made it up. Disregard that timeline. It's like, okay. Not even Nintendo knows what the hell they're doing in terms of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you get a long-standing series, it's hard to keep things cohesive. Okay, we'll be weak against fire. I guess the rose one, right? We'll burn the plants. Oh, I forgot to look at the parts. Okay, we'll look at the parts after this. Ooh, I like the backgrounds and I like the music. This reminds me of the Amazon level from DuckTales. An official Mario timeline. Technically, Mario games don't have a story. It's like rescue the princess. That's the story. Rescue the princess. They don't really have a... The saddest and darkest one was Sunshine, where Bowser Jr. was like, I want a mommy, so I'm gonna kidnap you so I can have a mommy, which is the saddest thing ever. It's like, that's really sad. Kind of rooting for Bowser Jr. at that point. And then what was the plot in Odyssey? Bowser wants to marry Peach. And they literally have like a wedding. And the same thing happened in Super Mario RPG with Booster. Booster tried to marry Peach. That seems to be an yeah, I mean, like, I never got... the reason why I'm a Zelda fan is because of the gameplay. I love the games. Like, I don't really... Ooh, that was close. I don't really think of it in terms of, like... I don't play Zelda games for the story. The Zelda games never had a story. So that's not really... So it is kind of weird how, you know, fans are really hooked on the idea of a timeline when, they've said it from the beginning, there's different Links and different Zeldas. Every game is a different Link and different Zelda. So, how could it be a timeline, really? But whatever. I love the connection, but the game not in such a way that it would be find the whole thing explained logically. Yeah, pretty much. You're the Nightmare Investigator, Ender Yamark. Yes, I'm in charge of the Amazon area. Tell me, what is Zero up to? You must know something. Hero has nothing to do with this. Stop accusing him. I won't trust both the Maverick Hunters and the Reploids researcher. I don't know what you're thinking. I won't end up being betrayed and deleted. I will delete you first. Okay. Yeah, this fire sword is yeah. I had an idea. I was like, I think fire will destroy this insect person. This insect robot, and I was right. Oh! Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Dragonflies help you on offense and defense. Okay, so let's check out the parts. So, how does this work exactly? Shock buffer. What is a shock buffer? I don't know, but I got it. I don't understand this at all. But I guess that's the only one I can do is the shock buster. What would be good against those little insecty? He means equipped. Okay. I think my friend Matt has the best explanation. It's literally the same legend reformatted for the current crisis. Ganon, Link, and Zelda are all placed concept. Third Maiden Virtue. Probably. Okay, so I have to wait for my hunter rank to go up? Okay. Weapon Center. Okay, let's try this one. It's Infinity Min.
Ready?
What? What's that huge Reploid? You are in the Weapon Center. They have been constructing powerful weapons without the appropriate approval. Huge Reploid, I assume, is Illumina. Considering that I couldn't pick up any readings of its activation, it must be a nightmare. There has to be cables which are sending energy to the Illumina. Find and destroy them. Good luck! Rank rises as you collect Nightmare Souls. Okay, what the hell is that? It looks like a Sentinel. It's Master Mode. Look at that. I'm distracted. Look at that guy. That guy is saying for help. He looks like a very chunky looking Mega Man. I was just distracted with his design. That just made me laugh. He was like a floating, thick Mega Man. There we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh. There's way too much going on screen right now. I would like to rescue you, buddy, up there. I see you, but I can't get to you. Yeah, I don't know what the nightmare effect is. So the nightmare effect is randomized in each stage? Like, so you might hit and you might not? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a very short stage. Huh? Someone comes. Infinity Minjin. You are one of the investigators of the nightmare, aren't you? You seem to be hard to deal with. Why must I cover up for the lack in ability of the other investigators? How did you come this far? Don't say you destroyed my sweet Illumina. I destroyed such a dangerous Reploid. No, I was still conducting a test or two on her. I wanted to use her to destroy all the idiots. Now I'm angry, and means you're dead. Uh-oh, he's angry. It's a weird boss fight, so he's just like little mini versions of himself. I'm very confused. Ooh! Yes, go after him, my little minions. Oh no, he's not weak to that at all. Okay, we're gonna switch him. Maybe fire? Yeah, fire's doing okay. Maybe the bubbles? Do I hear woohoo? That was a weird boss fight. I don't really know what to think of that. Blah blah blah. I am saying words. Blah 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 blah. Right, I can't. Okay. So what have we seen? Let's go to the Laser Institute. Look at this design. They're giant clams on the sides of it. Okay. Healed Sheldon.
Ready?
Why is this thing following me? I can't kill it. That was weird. Wait, is the floor invisible? Oh. Oh. Okay, that should do it. Oh. Is there another one? Oh, there we go. that shoot count? There we go. Use this one. There we go. Another very short stage. Hey, old Sheldon, I thought it was you. Sir, I'm very sorry about the case if I could have been there in time. Don't be. I couldn't fulfill my role as bodyguard, that's all. You have been protecting the professor when the professor became a maverick. There was no other way. Our offices misinterpreted your action. You were hunted as a maverick. Then you retired yourself. That was so unfortunate. I couldn't prevent the professor from becoming a maverick. I failed to protect him. But I'm going to fulfill the duty as a bodyguard now. He gave me a second chance. I'll protect him even though I may have to sacrifice my life for it. Come on, X. Current Xbox situation happening with a group of my friends still on Xbox One last week. Yeah, I don't understand. I saw you post about that. I was playing my Xbox One last night, no problem. So I thought, isn't that just an issue? And this was an issue happening on X and S or something? Because I was able to play on my Xbox One S with no problem. Hi Stevie, how you doing? And yeah, is that issue still happening? Like from what I saw, people cannot play the game. They're games that they own. I'm not talking about Game Pass. It just says you do not have access to this account or please sign in or something, and people are signed in. And so people do not have access to their own games or something. It's really bizarre. Fired up my Xbox One last night just fine. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, so I think this is just a Series SX situation. So I guess I'm happy I never got one. I just stuck with what I had and working fine. Yeah, I jumped back into Elden Ring. You know what's funny is, I'm up to the final boss in Elden Ring, and there's still stuff I haven't unlocked. So I was running around finding new areas that I'm like, what? I've never been here. So I was really like checking out the map and like looking at like places where there was no warp spot. Hey, I got a hunter medal. And so I was checking out those areas that look kind of blank, and there was stuff there to do. Yeah, for me, there's no reason to get a Series S or X right now. I feel like if you currently have an Xbox One and it works, you have access to everything already. You don't really... Now, if you don't have an Xbox One at all, then yeah, then you should get a Series S or X. I feel like if you already have an Xbox One, you don't need to. Currently affecting Series S and X for the last 9 hours. That's crazy. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Gran Turismo 7 on the PS5. Remember how the servers were down for like 2 days? Reminds you of that. The licensing servers went down, affecting physical copies as well. That's crazy. Yeah, Rick, you know, I would have liked the Xbox Series S version if it had a disk drive. It's just that big refrigerator looking Xbox X one. I don't have room for that big refrigerator thing. The cute system is just much. I want a smaller one. It's a fridge. It looks like, and I love that they embraced the meme and they actually made an Xbox fridge. I really want it. They made a little mini fridge that looks just like it. And I think it was limited edition and it's sold out. But I love that they embraced it. But it looks like a fridge. Okay, so I only have these 2 parts. I need to get more parts. These are the people I've rescued so far. What level have we not done yet? We haven't done the Central Museum. So. Yeah, you know, like when I buy a console, I want a console. I don't want a console that looks like a PC. Round Skarovich. Hey, look at that dinosaur in the background. What is that? Oh, teleporter. Hey, you have a PC that looks like a console? Well, Alienware stuff were kind of like that, I guess, or look unique. How am I supposed to get that? Alienware are built in shells for Steam machines. I might have to not rescue that dude. I don't know how to rescue him without dying. So, sorry, dude. What does Egypt have to do with Mega Man? That makes no sense. Hello, Pharaoh Man in Mega Man 4. He was one of my favorites. Also had the coolest weapon. Okay, at least I got him. Can't be that easy. I have to say I'm liking this a little better now. I had a rough start with this game. But I guess I just picked the wrong level. But as I've gone through it, I'm liking it a little better. It's still the weakest of all the X games, pretty much. But I'm not as angry about this game as I was earlier. You want me to get angry. That's what you want. You got Kev to be angry. Did you see him trying to beat the final boss of Tunic? That was rough to watch. If you missed it, it was like 4 or 5 hours of him trying to beat that boss and just being insanely angry. It was a little tough to watch. I'll give you data for an armor program. Obtain all 4 programs. Well, the last game I only got 1, so I don't know if we're actually going to be able to... Okay, we got it. Good. Can I get up there? It doesn't look like... this. Was it called the Librarian? But whatever it was, yeah, that's the final boss. Allegedly. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the thing he was fighting for 4 hours, I'm pretty sure that's the final boss. Again, I haven't played Tunic. I'm just assuming that is the final boss. If it's not, then that's fucked up, because, shit, if that wasn't the final boss, what is the final boss? It'll take months to beat. That is true. I like this level design. It's very, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like they tried with it. Not as bad as some of the other stages. That's true. He does make every boss over a final fight, but that one was really, that fight looked rough. To be honest, it took me off from trying the game. I thought Tunic looked like a very cute game and a game I might try, but seeing him go through that boss fight, it made me like not want to play the game. It made me like, oh, I don't know if I want to deal with that. It looked not fun, that boss fight. Yeah, I feel like this stage, I don't know, I feel like this stage has an actual design to it versus the other stages that had zero design. There's like a concept going on a little bit. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to get that guy down here? There we go. I do think this game is speedier than the last one, which I like. Oh no, look, it's another bug rolling his poop. They love putting these in every game. Ground Scaravich. You must be the burglar of ruins. What are you doing here? Well, 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 what have we here? Why, it's the officer. This is horrible. Why do I have to face someone like you here? Be a smart Reploid and give me the information on the nightmare. I'd rather just see what DNA data you have. Uh-oh, he wants to take my DNA. Oh, I think he's weak against these things. Yep. Don't roll your poop. Look at this. He's rolling his giant poop at me. How dare you? Get that poop away from me. Woohoo! The winner is me. Why are you saying slash? Goodbye, poop bug. That's what he was. He was a poop. Alright. What I want to know is, how come the Laser Institute and the whale are red? You see that? They're red. So I guess that means those have nightmares in them, right? So... Okay, so we won't go there. I'm gonna give this level another shot, even though I did not like it at all. Wolf Blitzer, height. Oh, that was that Zero? Look, Zero's ghost is just popping up attacking me. Oh, rude. That cannon. This fan fiction. Why is he pink anyway? Oh. Ow. I don't like the way that snow looks. It doesn't look weird, like it's like 3D or something. Like polygon snowballs. It just looks weird. Oops. When I first played this stage, there was not this pink shadow ghosty hero running around in it. That's weird. Kill Penguin, yep. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Can I go back up? Can I break this? This looks breakable. Doesn't this look breakable? Maybe I could use, like... No? No, it's not breakable. It does. It does look like poop balls. No, I can't climb up there for whatever reason. Some of these games being certain stages affects the others. It seems that way. Because that Ghost of Zero was not harassing me throughout this level before. So this is the part where I raged. There you go. Ow. Now who's up there throwing ice cubes on top of my head? That's what I want to know. The Dr. Wowie? See, this is the part I don't like. If I'm stuck now. Like, there's no way for me to get back up. I'm saying this stage and the shark stage I might just stop playing, you know, like, because in order to progress forward, I have to beat this stage and the shark stage, and those are the stages I don't like. That they kind of make it a real chore. Yeah, Rick, if you did this, there will be Kobayashi Rage. Yeah, that's what I think. So, like, if I get really rageful, you could just jump to Mega Man 7, and that's fine. I could always come back to this. I plan on finishing the Mega Mans I didn't complete on the last stream, like Mega Man X 1, 2, 3. I plan on going back to those at some point in my life, off stream. I plan on going back to those. I got my saves for those. I've seen the rage. Wasn't your first stream ever? Wasn't that DuckTales Remastered? I remember the inhales and the exhales of rage during the Glum Gold race thing. Yeah, that's where I died last time. I don't think I've gotten past this. We got 7 lives. Let's see if we can get past this. So what you have to do is when it touches the ground, you gotta jump because it creates another block right where you're standing. Tricky. I jump. There we go. And jump. Plus you got the ice physics to deal with too. So you're sliding a little bit. Okay, jump. Slide. Jump. Jump. Slide. Jump. 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 Ow. Jump. Jump. Oh my god, I did it. That was painful. I know, I couldn't get the doggos, I felt bad, but I wouldn't be able, if I tried to get them, I wouldn't have been able to get through that whole section. You are the Nightmare Investigator, Blizzard Wolfgang. Yes, I came back for this important mission. An error cost me my men and problems for Gate. To add to that disgrace, Reploid researchers trapped me and never mind. What is done is done. This is my mission. I'm sorry, but I will delete you, Maverick Hunt. I'm assuming fire will be good on him. Melts the ice. Is he just gonna sit there? This is the most anticlimactic final boss fight of a level. He just stood there. Does he apologize first? Yeah. That was a very boring boss fight. But we won! That's what's important. Well, in rookie mode, he doesn't move? Is that what... In rookie mode, he just sits there? I thought rookie mode is just you just take less damage. I didn't know it just made the bosses just sit there. Yes, I like the super easy mode. I'm a noob. Makes me faster. Each shot shock buffer. We'll go for that. And we're gonna have to do a nightmare version because this is the last one we have to do, and it just so happens it's a red one, so we're gonna have to deal with nightmare effects. fighting the shark dude. Oh, so in the original non-rookie, you have a small window to save the Reploid as well. Okay.
Ready?
I tried to equip the third, it didn't let me. Oh, I like this upgrade. Look how fast I am. I'm just blazing through. I like this. How fast? I need that speed for this level, specifically. This level's cool, so... Yep. That's what Rick does, Kaz. He just... Whoever's in the chat has to feel the wrath of Rick. There's something up here? No, there's not. It is true. Oh, ooh. It's a shame Kev goes to bed at 7. He does. He does. This may come as a surprise, but there is a C before indicate. What? Has anyone played Bloodstained? I have a problem with the final boss. I never played Ritual of the Night because remember how glitchy that game was when it came out? So then I thought, I'm just gonna wait till the game is fixed. And then I think they did fix it, but I had moved on by that point. So maybe someday I will play Ritual of the Night. But I really, I played, Curse of the Moon and Curse of the Moon 2. I decided to play those instead. I kill him and get to the game over screen. What? That doesn't make any sense. You defeat him and then it says game over? Maybe there's something very specific you have to do. You can't just kill him, which is weird. Or it could be a glitch. Either a glitch or there's something you have to do. You can't just kill him. There's something you have to do in the fight. No! Oh, that was a close one. Just don't feel like I have enough time to get over there. Oh. Okay, so last time I went down that ladder and I wasn't supposed to, and then I got stuck. So we're not gonna go down there. How do I... Or I'm confused. Which ladder I'm supposed to go down now? Is it the first one or is it the next one? We'll go down the first ladder then. Yeah, do you not like being called Rick, R-I-K? Because that's, we always refer to you as that. I usually call you Riku. But, do you not like that? Also, I think the reason why they call you Rick, R-I-K is because of your name. Riku, they're just shortening Riku. So it's kind of jumpable. That's what we should call you from now on. Hey, babe. Oh, that net got me scored. We're gonna go down here. Okay, we haven't been here before. Did they have to put ice here? Did they have to? That's just cruel. Beeping sound. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I think that's just mean. This level's bad enough. You got freaking conveyor belts, you got the ceiling trying to crush you. Let's put some ice. How much? Gotta be tricky. Oh. Oh, that was tough. No. What? What was all that? Oh, I hate this stage. This is the worst stage of the game. And it sucks because, you know, a shark boss is pretty cool. A shark robot. Why did shark robot... Shouldn't the shark robot have gotten an underwater stage? Like, I'm not really understanding the concept of this stage for a shark. I guess because he's a hammerhead shark, so they decided to make it industrial, focusing on the hammer. Like, okay, I get it. Oh, I forgot to duck. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about this stage. Why is it touching your head? Oops, didn't mean to just switch weapons. Where I died last. Okay. Ah! Where I died last time. Oh, I don't know how I survived that. How did I survive that? That is bizarre. But I'll take it. Thank you, rookie mode. Because I didn't want to have to go through all that. That part is tricky. I don't know how you do that not on rookie. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. What's going on here? No idea what's going on. Oh. Okay. I think one of these weapons will help me. Not sure which one. This is the clam weapon. I don't know if this works. Oh, that doesn't. Okay, yeah, I'll try. I'll remember to duck. You think so? You think the dragonfly? I don't really see the dragonfly weapon doing anything, but is it doing something? No, it doesn't. Let's try the magma blue. Nah. I just don't know how to hurt this thing. I don't... What do I do? Mega Man 6 the one with several sets of armors, including one that makes you light-proof and causes speed. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't encountered that yet. You have different upgrades you can get. I haven't gotten a spike upgrade, or did I? They have different options to get. I only can pick 2 right now at a time, so I chose the speed one. Does it tell me? Yeah, those two green things in the middle of the screen. It's not letting me choose it. Yeah, let me know, Rick, because I have no idea. So I destroyed some of those things in the middle, but then they disappear, and then the other ones I try to destroy don't get destroyed. Ink is shot, try slashing the green. Yeah, I'm trying. It has no effect. Oh, I think I hit the purple one. Okay, I got it. All right. For some reason, the hit detection, like, I felt like I was hitting it before, but I guess I wasn't. I'm confused. Okay. I felt like I was hitting the pink thing the whole time. We finally get to see the damn shark. Okay. What are you up to? Instead of investigating the nightmare, you are manipulating it. It's strange that you are not affected by the nightmare. Hey. You have excellent DNA, don't you? I'd like to analyze your DNA once. You must be Metal Shark Player, right? It doesn't matter. I'll get your DNA. How dare you? You will not get my DNA. Oh, he is weak against the dragonflies. He say, "Ah, fuck!" I could have swore I heard that. I heard him say, "Ah, fuck." I don't know if he really. Bouncing weapon. Oh no. Well done, Maverick Hunter X. You defeated my star creator. Who are you? I'm Gate, the new leader of Reploid. I aim for an ideal nation of Reploids only. I'm eliminating low Reploid for that. Do you realize what you're doing? The Earth can't be fixed without Reploids. I know, so this is the perfect time. To bring a new age just for Reploids. This is my dream. I've been waiting for this. I won't let anybody get in the way. X, I'll give you a special treat. Since you prove your worth and ability defeating my investigators, I'll invite you to my laboratory. Foo, no more hiding. Am I just... Why is he saying foo? I'm sure you... is that a typo? I'm sure you'll come even if you know you'll die. I'm waiting for you at my laboratory. Foo. Bwah ha. Is that a laughing sound? Gate is behind everything. Stop his evil. We've located his secret laboratory. Let's stop this nightmare now. Okay. So yeah, like you said, Chaz, there is I have shock buffer, so I think that stops you from getting pushback when you get hit. And I have the speed booster. There's other ones too. I don't know what these are though. Is there a way to read a description? I don't know what these are. Saber extender. Can't get this one yet. I like the speed and Blockbuster, I guess, or should I get this? Maybe we'll go with this. Oh, those are zero parts? I see foo come from female characters more often. I've never seen it. Use your imagination. I guess so. It would have been nice if they explained to me what the hell these parts are, but that's too much work, I guess. The secret laboratory of Gate exists in a place like this. Let's move it. So it seems like I can't charge my... That upgrade makes me not able to charge my shot. I don't know if I like that. But maybe it powered it up. So I don't need to charge it. Because, I don't know, we'll see. Our radar conditions seem to be very bad and I can't get the clear vision. Can you find anything? I found a hole. It's like it's inviting us. The hole is inviting Mega Man. That's what he said. I assume the laboratory is below this. I don't think I can communicate with you once I enter it. Right. We are having much noise within our transmission even now. Just be careful, X. I have to stop Gate and his evil. Mega Man go down the hole. It's dark, but I can see some light. Can you see anything? I've already lost the transmission. I have to go alone. Oh good, we don't have to have her nagging us. Oh, that looks cool. What do I do? This would kill me, wouldn't it? That would hurt me. Help? Is there a weapon? What the hell is that? Is there like a weapon that I use? Oh, so this upgraded all my weapons. Cool. Help me, Rick, help me. Ooh, look at that. I like that. So all my moves are powered up. That's kind of cool. But unfortunately, I'm stuck because of a spiky wall that I can't get beyond. Hard shell. Okay, we got lasers. Okay, that's just the sword. Yeah, what do I do? What do? I guess we reached the end of the road with Mega Man 6. But seriously, what? And it sucks because I was starting to like this game, and look what it just did to me. Yeah, there's something else that I need that I don't have. The problem is like... then don't let me come through here then. If I don't have the item to come through here, then don't force me to do it. Right? Like, what? Is this fun? Maybe. I'm just gonna die and then check my gear. Maybe there's something that I need to equip or something that I missed. Also, like, it doesn't let me go back to the main menu. Like, it's in the menu screen, but it won't let me do it.